Now, if you have your crypto in centralized exchanges, it's time to get them off centralized exchanges and into DeFi. You can make your crypto work for you rather than sitting on central exchanges. Now, today I'm going to talk about why you'd want to get a crypto loan. And I know that sounds kind of crazy considering crypto is so volatile, but there's definitely some benefits to getting your crypto into DeFi as opposed to leaving it on central exchanges. And we're going to go through those points today on how you can use your crypto as collateral to borrow against that and benefit you in the long run before your crypto starts blowing up in this year's bull run. So let's get into it. So back in 2021, it was my first year in crypto and I came in right at the top of the bull run. So it wasn't the best time to get in. I ended up using my crypto that I purchased as collateral to borrow against on Aave. And it became a bit of a mistake for me because I borrowed at the height of the bull run and I almost got liquidated in the bear market that came. But I learned my lesson not to borrow in the top of the bull run. Right now we're about to get into the bull run, or currently starting in the bull run, but it hasn't quite exploded yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my collateral that I have on the exchanges and I'm going to put them into DeFi to start farming some really low cap gems, and I'm getting it into those right now. So one of the best places to provide your crypto as collateral is Aave. Now Aave I used, like I said, in 2021. I provided Matic to borrow stablecoin against my Matic. Now, like I said, that ended up being a mistake. I used a bad strategy because I borrowed at the top of the bull run, and as soon as the bull run finished, the bear market came in and everything crashed pretty hard. I ended up having to pay off that loan pretty quickly. But today we're going to use Aave the right way compared to the way I used it in 2021. Right now the bull run is just starting. In 2024, things are going to skyrocket with the Bitcoin halving and the Bitcoin ETF. So let's get in and start depositing our collateral now and start borrowing against that collateral before things really take off. Now I've got 4 things I'm going to cover in this video today. Number 1, I'm going to supply Matic as collateral on Aave. Number 2, I'm going to borrow Ethereum against that collateral. And then number 3, I'm going to bridge that Ethereum over to zkSync. And number 4, I'm going to provide liquidity in the form of ETH USDC on zkSwap Finance and start farming the ZF token for future gains. Now I'm actually going to do this with 2 protocols today, not just zkSwap Finance, but I'm also going to do this with Equalizer on Base, utilizing Scale. So I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to do Matic for zkSwap Finance, and I'm going to do Avax for Equalizer using Scale on the base chain. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that with zkSwap Finance, but if you do wish to see that on Equalizer and Scale, let me know in the comments below. So let's get started with Matic. I'm going to stake some Matic or supply some Matic into Aave, and then I'm going to borrow some ETH against that Matic. So let's get started. Let me jump into the right wallet here. Vault 1, I've got that. So let's go. I've got 1,691 Matic, pretty much the same dollar value because Matic's about $1 right now. So I'm going to supply that Matic and I'm going to max that out, but I'm going to leave 1 behind because I need some gas. So 1,690 Matic, I'm going to supply that to Aave. I'm going to have to use my Keystone Pro. Okay, that is completed, that transaction, and we have 1,690 Matic supplied at an APY of 0.75%. Now, if you go over here, I can borrow Ethereum at an APY of 1.99%. So it's higher than my lending APY. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow that Ethereum, I'm going to bridge it over to zkSync, and then I'm going to split it into USDC, and I'm going to farm ZF tokens, and you'll see in a minute why this is going to be very, very beneficial in my honest opinion. So I'm now going to borrow Ethereum. I can borrow half of my value of Matic, but I don't want to do that because the health factor is too low. So what I might do is I might just borrow 0.4. You can see my health factor is 1.3. So let's get that up to 1.5. So I'm going to borrow 0.35. There you go. 0.35 Ethereum. And we're expecting things to take off in the next few months with Bitcoin ETF and also the Ethereum ETF. So I'm not too worried about this collateral being liquidated. So hopefully that'll be right. Borrow this amount will reduce your health factor and increase risk of liquidation. Yes, I understand. I acknowledge the risks involved. 1.49. So hopefully Ethereum can start pumping and we can start paying off this loan. So I'm going to borrow Ethereum or wrapped Ethereum, and we're going to confirm that. I'm going to have to do that in the Keystone wallet again. Processing. Okay, wrapped Ethereum has been borrowed. I'm going to add that to my MetaMask wallet. Add token. Okay, close. Let's have a quick look. Tokens. There you go. 0.35 Ethereum I have borrowed. Now what I need to do is I need to bridge that over to zkSync and then split it into USDC and start farming on zkSwap Finance. Now what I need to do is send that over to another wallet, my zkSwap wallet. So I'm going to send that over to my zkSwap wallet. Okay, I've now sent that over to my wallet that I use for zkSwap Finance. So now I'm going to go back over to zkSwap and I'm going to bridge that wrapped Ethereum and create Ethereum on zkSync. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to do this twice. I'm doing this particular one with my Matic on zkSwap Finance, and I'm doing the other one on Equalizer on base chain for scale. So if you want, like I said, if you want to see that video as well, let me know in the comments below. Now, if you want to learn more about these two low cap gems, check out the video in the card link above. Now, zkSwap Finance is currently at 8 million market cap and has had a great run up. Now, if we have a look at the chart for zkSwap Finance, you'll see my buys and sells over the last month and a half. Look at that, I sold right at the top. Nice little bag I sold for a good profit there, but I still have a massive bag in the farms on zkSwap Finance. And what I want to do is add to that bag by borrowing this Ethereum against my Matic. Now this is how we use our crypto as collateral and we use it to work for us before the start of the bull run. Because what will happen in the bull run is things will fly, you'll be able to pay off your debt and you'll be able to sell your crypto that you used as collateral at the highest possible price in the peak of the bull run. So this is how I want to utilize my crypto over the next 12 months. So as you can see, the chart for zkSwap Finance is going crazy, but as you know, it's only at an 8 million market cap. And honestly, this is in the top 5 or the top 10 dApps for zkSync. So I really believe this could be 100 million market cap in the next 12 months. So we could do another 10x from here quite easily, at least 10x in my opinion. So if the ZF token does a 10x, and I'm farming the ZF token here on zkSwap Finance, then you'll see my Ethereum USD pool is currently giving me 92% APR, which is well above the APR for what I'm borrowing, what I'm using to lend and borrow. So that'll easily pay off any interest for my loan. And the ZF token, like I said, could easily do a 10x in the next 12 months. Now the same thing for Equalizer on base with the scale token. Equalizer on base is currently only 600,000 market cap. So if you start farming scale now before the bull run and start earning as much scale as you possibly can, then potentially that could easily 10 or 50x even right now with 600K market cap, incredibly low. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that using my crypto as collateral and then staking in these low cap gems to take advantage of farming these tokens that could explode in the next 12 months. So this is my plan. Now I'm going to bridge my Ethereum over to zkSync. Now if we jump over here, let's get my wrapped Ethereum. So I'm bridging from Polygon Matic. I'm bridging my wrapped Ethereum over to zkSync as Ethereum. So I'm going to select my wrapped Ethereum on Polygon and then I'm going to select zkSync. First I'll get Polygon in here. Then I'm going to select zkSync and I want to change that into Ethereum. There we go, wrapped Ethereum, 0.35 wrapped Ethereum on Polygon. I'm going to send it over to zkSync as Ethereum. So I'm going to approve that. So like I said, guys, about these low cap gems, make sure you do your own research. Check out the card link above for those two low cap gems that I'm talking about in zkSwap Finance and Equalizer on base with the scale token. Absolute gems. They're going to rip really hard in the bull run, in my honest opinion. Not financial advice, guys. None of this stuff on this video is financial advice. Make sure you always do your own research and only ever invest in what you're willing to lose. So that should be bridged now. I'm going to switch over to zkSync. Now between Polygon and zkSync, both Ethereum EVMs, so it should be very, very quick to swap those over to each other. So it shouldn't take too long. Here it says 540 seconds. So now while we're waiting for that to bridge over, guys, I'll let you know, make sure if you do borrow against your collateral on Aave, never borrow your max limit because that's going to put you at a risk of being liquidated. Always watch the progress of your health of your loan that you have with Aave, because crypto being so volatile, things can move pretty quickly towards liquidation. So if you ever get close towards liquidation, always add payments to your loan, pay off some ETH or pay off some USDC. You'll notice that I never borrowed a stablecoin on Aave because the borrowing APR on Aave is too high for stablecoins. So I borrowed Ethereum. I'm going to swap that half that Ethereum for stablecoin on zkSwap Finance. So it's much easier for me to do it that way rather than borrowing straight stablecoin and paying that high borrowing APR. So, okay, that has come through. My wrapped Ethereum has come through to zkSync as Ethereum. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I thought, maybe about 10 minutes to come through, but that is fine. It's all good. and all done. So now what I need to do is I need to add to my liquidity pool that I've already got on zkSwap Finance. I'm going to go do that now. Now what I need to do is I need to jump on to swap. I need to swap half of my Ethereum for USDC to add to my liquidity pool. But I'm not going to use the whole half of my Ethereum. I'm going to use maybe 0.17 instead. So we're going to swap that for 404 USDC so I can add to the liquidity pool on zkSwap Finance. So swap that. Ethereum for USDC, 50% or close to 50%. Wait for that to confirm. That shouldn't take a few seconds. We jump over to liquidity and now we wait for that transaction to confirm. So there, that's already confirmed right there. Now, in order to provide this liquidity, I need to use my 100% of my USDC. Unfortunately, it doesn't automatically select my Ethereum. So I guess I'd just use almost 100%, 0.17. So 0.17 Ethereum, 404 USDC. And we're going to enable USDC before we start providing liquidity. Approve the spending of USDC. And now we're going to supply. So $404 USDC, 0.17 Ethereum. We're going to confirm that supply. And now once that supply has been created, it should show up in my position here. Once that's finished, that transaction has finished. And there you go. So my position here, I have 0.17 Ethereum, 403 USDC. Now all I need to do is go and supply that into a pool. I could hit zap in, but let's just go over to the farm and click on my pools. Now, as you can see, I already have a position here in ETH USDC, so I'm going to enable that. So that new LP that I've just created, that new liquidity pool of ETH USDC, I'm going to deposit in, and that's going to add to my current stake that I already have. So confirm that. So as you can see, that is now updated. I now have $1,100 staked in the ETH USDC pool. I'm farming the ZF token that I've actually just claimed. So by depositing that, I've also actually withdrawn my rewards. So if I jump into my wallet, you will see I also have the ZF token as rewards here. 33 ZF tokens in just a couple of days. That should provide me with quite a few ZF tokens every day. And as you can see, it's already started ticking over at 92% APR. That is well and truly above the APR for my lending and borrowing, the negative APR that I've got, which is very, very small anyway. So hopefully the ZF token can do a 10x in the next 12 months. And the amount of ZF tokens that I'll have staked also in the staking section, 52,000 ZF tokens, and I'll keep adding to that every week as I withdraw my rewards from my farming of my ETH and USDC. The ETH and USDC that I borrowed with my Polygon Matic that I deposited into Aave and did not leave on this central exchange, because leaving your crypto on central exchanges is the worst thing that you can do. Get your crypto back onto the DeFi platforms right now, just before the bull run happens, because the bull run is about to take off in 2024. I hope you enjoyed that little video on how to borrow against your crypto. Let me know if you want to see the Equalizer scale on base chain and how I'm going to deposit my Ethereum into that as well. So let me know in the comments below. Have fun. Bye for now.